Hello everyone, it's Master here, and today I'll be showing you yet another LEGO Life on Mars MOC. So this is a vehicle MOC, and it is by far, out of the other three ones, the biggest one that I have made. It's a very long rover that's intended to go on the surface of Mars. So let's get into this. So at the cockpit, I decided to use two cheese slopes to be the controls. I got the idea from the TIE Fighter because you see in episode 4 that they have transparent controls, and I thought that when humans get to Mars on on rovers, we would have gotten beyond the really old, but still used today, steering wheel, which is vitally important to any kind of vehicles that go on land. So here I also created some more lights on the front, and a small little, I don't know what to call it, I think to call it vent, I don't know. But here, moving on, is this little box, but you can't really open it that easily, and this moves up, and the box opens to reveal a small little space inside where you can store crystals. Moving further back, you can open this, and inside is yet another box where crystals can be stored. And I put a brick on there so it fits in there a lot more smoothly. So, yes, that is it for those functions. Another thing is that I decided to put a lot of slopes here to make it a lot more aerodynamic. Not as many slopes on the back, but more cheese slopes. And for the main function, if you take the minifigure off, there's this yellow button that's pretty obvious, and I don't have any other colors for this. If I had white, I would definitely have picked this, but it's kind of like the style that LEGO uses. If you have a function, you have to make it as obvious as possible. I don't really support that theory, but I had to use it. But if you push this back, you hear a clicking noise. And if we move to the back, you'll see what happened. Right here, there's these two studs, and that is the nose of a speeder. I have to open this hatch at the top, which is usually used to put it back in, but since I do not have two hands, I need to hold the camera a little bit. So here's the speeder. I put a lot of sideways building into it. Like here, the front, the nose, and the sides. And I thought that this would be a good idea because I used to build a lot of speeders, and they seem to be very blocky. And I didn't think that looked very good, and they kind of all look the same, with one slope at the front that was basically looked like this, and two cheese slopes on the top to be the front, and I thought that looked pretty bad, so I decided to do something new. So yes, that is the speeder. And to put it back in, this is kind of tricky, but you slide it back in. It's pretty far in there where it kind of docks, but get it in there. I'll put the minifigure back, and right here there's a little opening, and you have to push that back in. It's kind of hard. I usually use two hands, so yes, there we go. And the speeder is locked inside. So yes, that is my LEGO Life on Mars MOC. I'm still working on my Life on Mars base, but I still have more to build, and I just finished well, I think I finished it yesterday. Yeah, yesterday I finished it. Lego Manager requested that I build a Mars chicken farm, so that was a strange idea, but I thought it was doable, so I created it. I only have one chicken, though. That's all I'll say about it right now. But I'm still working on the Life on Mars beast, and I don't know when that will be finished, but it might take a while. So yes, that is it for this Lego Life on Mars MOC. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope I will be seeing you later. So until then, goodbye.